In the afternoon, I had taken a ferry from the Lofoten Islands to the Vesterålen Islands, and now there were some 150 kilometers more before me to reach my destination Andenes, in the far north of the islands. It was not the sunny ride you can see right now I was enjoying, but cool and misty weather I was riding through. I couldn't take any pictures because my batteries were completely down, fully consumed by the Lofoten Islands. So the pictures you see I took on my way back a few days later. For now I was going north, feeling cold and finally, due to the cold, quite exhausted when I arrived in Andenes. But to my great pleasure, when I reached there the sun came out again. I opted for a campsite a few kilometers south in Blake. The next morning the sun was shining and it was just beautiful, with a mostly blue sky and temperatures reaching nearly 15 degrees Celsius. By phone call I booked a whale safari in Andenes for the next day. Then I dedicated myself to photography, explored the place and just enjoyed the tranquility of nature and the serenity of the north. In the evening, I finished the day with Indian food. In August, the days of the midnight sun were already over. Hence, the sun disappeared at some time in the late evening, for a very short period. However, these were still the so-called white nights, which means it was not really getting dark. Nevertheless, I slept well, and the very next morning after breakfast I took a bus to Andenes, looking forward to watching the whales. I opted for the bus simply to avoid having to spend the day on board of the ship in my heavy motorcycle clothes. Whale safari in Andenes has been specialized for many years now on whale watching safaris. After a very informative introduction in a small museum on land, we boarded a ship and, in the company of some scientists, went out to sea. we were lucky. A 15-meter-long sperm whale emerged. Encountering such a huge marine mammal in nature is a moving and awesome experience. Whoever has the opportunity and doesn't tend to get seasick should not miss it. No photo can ever get close to what it actually feels like to be out there watching a whale close by. Andenes is a calm and unhurried little town. Everyone knows everyone, it seems, and lives according to what is needed, not by the clock. On my return trip, by bus for example, the driver once simply waited for a few minutes while a passenger who had forgotten something at home went inside to get it. Does it matter if the bus is a few minutes late at the end of the day? Does anybody die from that? Here in the north, you can clearly feel that no one is responsible for our stress other than us, ourselves. Andenes had been the destination of my trip to Norway. Now, therefore, the question was, where to go now from here? Having reached this far north now, and seeing that I had still some time to spend, the next morning at breakfast I decided to leave and continue my journey northwards, now heading for the North Cape. So I packed up my tent, and on I went. After 2 days out of the saddle in Blake and Andenes, I was pleased to be on my bike again and feel the wind in my face. In bright sunshine, I'm riding southwards, the full length of the Vesterålen Islands now, before reaching the Norwegian mainland and turning northward again, heading for the North Cape.